You know, there's a question that often whispers in the back of our minds when we pass 70. How much time do I really have left? It's not a morbid thought, it's human. We look at friends who seem to glide through their days with energy and purpose, while others struggle with every step. What's the difference? It's not luck or magic, it's in the quiet signals your body sends every single day. Signals you might be missing. I remember my neighbor Martha, sharp as a tack at 82. She tends her garden, takes her grandkids hiking, and still volunteers at the library. Then there's my old friend Robert, just 75 but already leaning heavily, on his walker, breathless after a trip to the mailbox. What separates them isn't just genetics, it's how their bodies speak to them and whether they're listening. Today, let's uncover those signals together. We'll explore 7 silent signs. Researchers from Yale, Johns Hopkins, and the National Institute on Aging have linked to vitality after 70. Not scary medical jargon, just practical wisdom wrapped in everyday moments. And here's the best part. Every one of these signs, you can influence them starting today. Sign 1. Your walking rhythm. Ever notice how Martha walks? There's a rhythm to it, like a steady drumbeat. She's not racing, but her feet move with purpose. That rhythm? It's telling a powerful story. Studies from the Journal of the American Medical Association found something remarkable. Your walking speed after 70 is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. It's not about being the fastest, it's about maintaining that consistent, unhurried flow. Think about your own steps. Do you find yourself holding onto railings more, pausing halfway down the grocery aisle? That's your body whispering, let's get stronger. When my friend Carl started feeling unsteady last year, he didn't ignore it. He began with 5 minutes of corridor marches in his apartment each morning, just heel-to-toe walking while gripping the counter. Within weeks, he felt his balance return. His secret, small steps, literally. Try this tomorrow. Walk like you're on a tightrope, slow, deliberate, placing one foot directly in front of the other. Feel those muscles wake up. That's longevity talking. Sign 2, the handshake that holds secrets. Now let's talk about your grip. Seems trivial, doesn't it? But here's what gerontologists know. The strength in your handshake mirrors the strength in your entire body. When researchers tracked thousands of seniors for a decade, they found those with firm grips were 20% more likely to outlive their peers. Why? Because grip strength reflects muscle mass, nerve health, and circulation, all vital for resilience. Remember, opening pickle jars without a thought. If that's becoming a battle, don't panic, just act. My neighbor Louise keeps therapy putty in her knitting basket. While watching the evening news, she squeezes it 10 times per hand. Simple? Yes. Powerful? Absolutely. Or try this. Next time you carry groceries, ditch the cart for short distances. Let those bags become your weights. Feel the burn in your forearms? That's your body thanking you. Sign 3. Your one-legged conversation. Here's a little test. Next. Time you're waiting for the kettle to boil. Lift one foot slightly off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without wobbling? If that feels shaky, you're not alone. But listen closely. Your balance is having a critical conversation with your brain. Balance isn't just about avoiding falls. It's a complex dance between your inner ear, eyes, muscles, and nerves. When this system falters, it can signal early neurological shifts. But, and this is beautiful, balance can be rebuilt at any age. Take my friend Eduardo. At 78, he practices tree pose while brushing his teeth, just resting one foot against his ankle, hand on the sink. Over time, he graduated to standing freely. Start where you are. Place both hands on your kitchen counter. Lift one knee slightly. Find your center. Breathe. That stillness? It's your foundation growing stronger. We've just begun unpacking. These silent signals, your walk, your grip, your balance, they're not warning signs, they're invitations. Invitations to tune in, to respond, to reclaim agency over your vitality. And what's remarkable? You've already taken the first step by being here. In our next conversation, we'll explore 2 more whispers your body shares. One happens while you sleep, the other at your kitchen table. Until then, try this. Tomorrow morning, stand tall at your window. Take 5 deliberate heel-to-toe steps. Feel the floor beneath you. Notice the strength in your stance. That awareness? That's where longevity begins. I hope you tried those heel-to-toe steps by the window this morning. Did you feel that connection to your own strength? That's the power of paying attention. Now, let's move to 2 more quiet signals your body shares. One that works while you're deeply asleep, and another that speaks softly at your kitchen table. Sign 4, your nighttime repair crew. Imagine this. It's 2 a.m. While you're peacefully asleep, a dedicated cleanup crew is working inside you. They're clearing debris from your brain, repairing heart tissue, and reinforcing your immune defenses. This isn't fantasy. It's what quality sleep actually does. Researchers at the University of California, Berkeley, found that deep sleep acts like a power cleanse for aging brains, flushing out toxins linked to memory decline. But here's what many miss. It's not just about hours. It's about depth. My friend George used to boast, "I sleep 8 hours straight," yet he'd wake exhausted. His doctor suggested a simple change, turning off the TV news 90 minutes before bed. Why? The blue light and stress triggers were sabotaging his deep sleep cycles. Within weeks, George felt like he'd come out of a fog. Try this tonight. Brew a cup of chamomile or tart cherry tea, natural melatonin boosters. Read a physical book, not a screen, for 20 minutes. How? Keep your bedroom at 65 degrees, 18 degrees. Cooler temps signal your body. Time to repair. If you wake often to use the bathroom, listen closely. Fragmented sleep ages your cells faster. A Johns Hopkins study found seniors with interrupted sleep had biological markers 5 to 7 years older than their age. Simple fix? Stop fluids 2 hours before bed, and if it persists, ask your doctor about gentle non-diuretic options. Sign 5. Your body's gentle requests, appetite and nutrition. Now let's talk about your kitchen table, where a silent conversation happens with every meal. After 70, your body speaks through appetite and nutrient absorption. Notice these signals, the uninvited weight loss. "I'm just not as hungry," you might say, but unintentionally losing 5% of your weight in a year, that's your body whispering, "I'm struggling to use what you give me." The protein plea, muscle loss, sarcopenia, accelerates after 70. Yale researchers found seniors who ate 30 grams protein per meal preserved 40% more muscle mass. My neighbor Linda, 81, thought her shrinking appetite was normal aging. Then her granddaughter showed her a trick, the palm rule. Protein, chicken, fish, tofu. Size of your palm veggies. 2 open hands healthy fats, avocado, olive oil. 1 thumb, she started adding a muscle cocktail to her morning oatmeal. 1 scoop collagen powder, plus 2 tablespoons chia seeds, plus almond butter. Within months, she could lift her great-granddaughter again. And here's a critical signal many ignore, your gut health. Constipation isn't just uncomfortable, it's linked to inflammation and cognitive decline. A 2023 study in gerontology showed seniors eating 2 kiwi fruits daily improved bowel regularity by 40%. Why? Fiber plus natural enzymes. Try it with Greek yogurt for a protein double punch. Can you feel how these pieces connect? Your sleep repairs your cells, your food builds your strength. And just like Martha in her garden or George with his book, you're learning your body's language. But there's one more signal we need to discuss, one that's not about your body alone, but about your connections. It's the invisible thread that ties everything together. In our final conversation, we'll explore how your relationships and resilience shape your longevity, and 2 practical, joyful ways to strengthen them starting today. Until then, tonight, trade your screen for a book, brew that tea and listen, really listen, to what your body requests at dinner. That's where trust begins. Dear friend, I hope you savored that cup of tea last night, and maybe even slept a little deeper. Today we arrive at the heart of what ties all these silent signals together. It's not something you can measure in steps or spoonfuls, but it's just as vital, how you weather life's storms and who stands beside you while you do. Sign 6. You're calm in the storm. Stress, resilience. Think about the last time life surprised. You may be a sudden repair bill, a worrisome doctor's report, or news about an old friend. Did your heart race? Did the worry cling like burrs to your thoughts? Or did you feel anchored? Here's what UCLA researchers discovered. How you respond to stress physically shapes your cells. Chronic tension floods your body with cortisol, A2E, hormone that over time accelerates aging at the cellular level. It weakens your immune system, clouds your thinking, and even thins your skin. But here's the hopeful truth. Resilience is a skill you can strengthen. My friend Ruth, 76, calls it her pause button. When stress hits, she touches something solid, a table, her chair arm, and takes 3 slow breaths, inhaling through her nose, exhaling longer through her mouth. Asks aloud, will this matter in a year? Most worries shrink instantly. Calls one person, not to fix it, just to say, I'm having a tough moment. It's not about avoiding storms, she told me. It's about remembering I've weathered them before. Sign 7, the invisible thread, social connection. Now let's talk about Frank. At 79, he lost his wife of 55 years. For months, he retreated, TV dinners in silence, declining invitations. Then his grandson asked him to teach woodworking at a community center. Reluctantly, Frank agreed. What changed? Every Tuesday he had purpose. He touched hands passing tools, releasing oxytocin, the bonding hormone. He heard laughter, activating his vagus nerve, calming inflammation. A landmark Harvard study followed seniors for 80 years. The clearest predictor of longevity wasn't cholesterol or blood pressure. It was the quality of their relationships. Isolation, they found, was as damaging to lifespan as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Your body speaks through loneliness. Aching joints may flare sleep, feels less restorative. The world seems grayer, but connection is medicine. Micro moments count. A 5-minute chat with your mail carrier, a smile at the cashier. 4-legged friends count too. Petting a dog lowers cortisol 20% in 10 minutes. Try Frank's bench strategy. Sit outside with a cup of tea. Say good morning to passers-by. Be the one who starts. Weaving your tapestry, a final thought so. Here we are, at the end of our conversation but the beginning of your awareness. Let's gently trace the 7 silent signals, one last time. Your walking rhythm, steady steps echoing strength. Your grip, a handshake holding stories of resilience. Your balance, a quiet conversation between body and earth. Your sleep, a nighttime repair crew working for you. Your appetite, your body whispering its needs. Your calm, the anchor in life's storms. Your connections, the invisible threads holding you here. This isn't about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Martha still gardens at 82, not because she's lucky, but because she listens, she adjusts, she reaches out. If just one insight here resonated, maybe about sleep or loneliness or that daily walk, I'd love to hear it. Tell me in the comments, which silent signal spoke to you most? Your stories inspire this whole community. And if this felt like a conversation worth having, pay it forward. Like this video so others find it, subscribe for more honest talks about thriving after 70, share it with a friend who'd nod along. Remember, you hold the paintbrush. Every small choice, a deep breath, a shared smile, a protein-rich meal, is a stroke on the masterpiece of your vibrant, resilient, joy-filled later years. Here's to your longevity, lived fully, deeply, and on your own terms.